don't want facts to get out, do they, about disabled people being discriminated against. And 23rd night, 2018, for Sunday, day before tomorrow. 2 days from my birthday. Back bloody on bed again, or bloody 2 days in a row again. That's my bloody daily bloody life. More than that. Can't bloody have a wash. Can't bloody. The health is deteriorating. If I call anybody, I'll end up in hospital again. And all I hear is the bloody neighbours above my head bloody coughing his arse off. Excuse my goodness. Right, IT produced documentation. Do you recognise that? Captia PLC, PO Box 307 Darlington. It's a call centre. www.captia-p.co.uk. Right, found this out. Department of Work and Pensions, United Kingdom. Captia Customer Management Division of Capita Business Services Limited, head office in London, but they have call centres that do all the digital call handlers, and you go on and find out people's experiences working in their environments. Or how the hell then, it's no wonder people are being found for bloody not being able to access. People working might be able to get paid, but people with high complex needs are being denied. So 4 emails, all in one's gone off too. Northamptonshire County Council, the social worker, who's done something I'll go into in a minute. Unfortunately, stature, the complaints woman, she never does anything. It's gone to my area MP, Conservative, unfortunately. It's gone to the contact us at Capita, pip.co.uk. That will ever do anything. At 7:30 at night. Spent 2 hours on phones detailing 20 points in a long letter, but it's all in an email. And about this is basically the Department of Pensions outsourcing the contract for the PIP medicals, personal independence, used to be DLA. Now the statute law transition regulation is personal independence payment, section 9394. Social Security Transitional Provision Regulations 2013, quoted that in the email. The overwhelming psychological distress, the pushing private information about personal serious nature of mental health, the serious impact on the evidence on record of what's happened to me, joint physically, psychologically, and why the diagnosis I have, and why I need a female, I've got the 2 recording devices, independent tapes, and why I need help to do that recording. It's been going on for months and weeks, by the way, and going seriously being disadvantaged hugely by the lack of factual information and being misled and going around in circles with different call centre operated handlers and not using the medical evidence by my medical practitioner, NHS England funded doctor, that he or she sent on the 4th of August 2018. Okay, that states in the ESA medical grounds unfit for work and support groups reason for that, and they went on paper evidence. Why the hell they're not done it for the PIP? It's all evidential. Why I can't get down to these places, I don't know. Let alone any support. Impossible face to face, let alone in my own. So initially, a social worker offered to sit in on a medical. Never happens by a social worker. I don't have my informal carers to try and help me in this either, because they help me on the paperwork and all the community law. All these devices limited, by the way. there's no support in my area. They're blocking me, everything, because I've got high complex needs and I'm housebound, right? I get all these offers of services. There's always home visits, okay? You can see a picture behind my back on the wall of my sling. I have a hoist, transferring for everything. Medical days when I'm in bed, can't walk, you need the loo. Not going into information, like, just read between the lines of what I need about all that. It's very, very, very bloody high complex and very bloody difficult. Okay? On top of that, dental health. It's just one mess of bag of mixed up mess. And there's not one human individual who gives a shite, apart from my private life and former friends. The system in the United Kingdom don't give a shite. And that's everything to do with people's disabilities. And it's not your fault, nor my fault that I've ended up so ill. It's a combination of a major, major, serious neglect of my lawful rights, human rights. I can go and vote where I haven't got time or energy. About the housing disrepair, started it all. Doesn't matter what evidence you have, it's about finding you absolutely bonus points with these public profit-making company employees that don't give a shite about any real ordinary men and women going through what we're going through. So I doubt with that we'll get anywhere with that email, but it's covering my back as a full rebuttal of assumption made at the last minute of a panic of a bloody social worker. Right. Capita, www. So it's Capita as it sounds, pit.co.uk, is owned by a third party company. You ain't going to get anywhere with emails either, by the way. This is why. www.cscproductsbrands.com website is owned by, let me go on to it. Here we go. It's owned by Corporation Services Company Limited. Company number 03226320, and outsourced all the, it's called digital, online, everything's digital now, and it's like automated systems. So this company is set up to handle all the IT systems, domain websites, the traffic, data traffic thrown into that company, computerized by the third party company, who is also making profit because it's an outsourcing company, Capita, and that's it got massive contracts with Department of Health and Pensions, all UK governments, NHS, any kind of outsource to save the public purse. They're claiming, but it's not. It's costing more to the public, all this. Right, the area location of this company, Corporation Service Limited, is 25 Canada Square, and that's Canary Wharf, London, E145LS. That is where Capita's used the outsourcing of the call centres, and the CEO of Capita PLC is a John Lewis. Remember the posh shops, these shops? He owns John Lewis. Do they give they're part of Capita Group? They are internationally known and American as well. Why is always American? Obamacare coming in already, it's quashing and dismantling NHS, quashing everything because it's all digital, and there's a big business, data mining, data collection of our bloody life data. And that's why I've not been offered safe location of offer the PIP. I've sent all the documents off, and I've been going through the high complex for months, and I cannot getting bloody ill. And it's known as the Care Act 2014 assessment process. Everything today is being completely messed with, and all this abuse I've had recently, all the targeting at me at my own where I live, disability hate and everything going on, criminal damage, you name it's going on. So I've had a lot to deal with still. And these key questions about a blinking social worker, about incontinence, like, she's not medically trained, so why should I let it explain to her? Yeah. My medical personal needs are on OT reports. All these, you don't get equipment loan without all these past assessments, right? It's been going on, it's not changed. So they've outsourced. They wanted to try and send me somewhere over to Coventry, East United Kingdom. I haven't been out this bloody area for 8 years, for more than that, or ever since I'm wheelchair dependent, and more than that because of psychological disability. So it's been years. Absolutely, they check their bloody medical records, i.e. with the DWP of the previous DLA from 2013. I made it clear that they can access that, they don't. And also to access, they can double check, I've seen it on forums, your ESA claim, especially in support group. If it says anything different, outcome of a PIP, that affects your ESA and disabled people can be put into the WAG group. That is like you can do some kind of work. Well, at the moment, in the future, who knows what could happen. But right now, nope. And that's also reason confirmed because of risk on that. Not to myself, but my psychological disabilities bring me at risk. So that's one class as a vulnerable adult in the system. And you've got a social worker knows all this in their one system called database system shared in all the areas. NHS, health, social care, medical, everything's shared on their bloody computer systems. And it's linked to NHS England, NHS Digital. Everything's all linked up computer system and it's all linked up. Capita PLC has a contract for your data, your medical data on behalf of medical practice. They have all your data ready. Doesn't matter what you put in, your forms, your data, you send off in all the due process and stresses and calls and so on. No matter what calls, no matter what emails, they know exactly what's going on with you. They've got it on their computer systems already. Why the hell are they doing this? The agenda behind it all. I ain't got all the answers. So, if this helps, they gave me an offer. I need a female. The requirements are, and the added additional evidence and medical evidence are the outcome of the Care Act assessment report. That's been going on for months. You kept saying that be additional, be helpful for your PIP assessment. Yeah. She's dilly-dallied. And then I find out to get this OT assessment thing. If 12 weeks today, well, hold on, the Care Act assessment thing won't be completed then. And then they're trying to withdraw the Care Advocate services as well. Yeah, deliberately put me more at risk. So, Department of Works and Pensions, the powers they claimed, it's all IT produced, claimed, why the hell haven't a decision maker or Department of Works and Pensions looked at the factual evidence, they got the case so bloody softly, and they passed it on because they invited me to claim for this transition from DLA to PIP. So, why did not make it clear that there's three different companies looking at my data, very sensitive data, and there's a certain medical report I've not sent because of this, and yet they already got it on their computer system. It's 2 pages. So I told that bloody social worker 3 times in a row in 3 meetings, one when I come out of hospital, they did a bit in emails that had pinged me about and set me up for a fall, and they're just going, and give a shite until I end up in that bloody duck control bloody system. Well, this is what we try to do anyway, and put it on record, because if that happens between now and tomorrow and overnight, and I end up in a bad state, this video is on record, what's happened, and who's behind it, and what's happened. There's a whole email to history. My mate X is going to make it public if it happens to me. But my spiritual energy will be in a better place. I'm not going to do anything to me. Or no, my mates to me either. You are informal counts to me. Just because I got abused on my own by those shite effing public servants before on my own. And I reported everything before. I can't change what's happened in the past. I can try and make sure things are done right now. And that's all I'm trying to do. Then I haven't looked at the claim. they haven't gone and got the medical evidence. Because if they had, on the 23rd of 7th, 2018, hold on, that's only a week or so after all the paperwork was sent off in the Form 1, PIP Form 1, right? I had met and got to know somebody, and it turns out his friend is experiencing welfare benefits, welfare rights, and he's got my signed authority now to act on my behalf. I hope and pray for everybody else out there, by the way, going through what I'm going through. I'll get this time someone's ass will get kicked, so to speak, behind the scenes, and they'll make sure that my health and my safety, both psychological and physical, will correct offer this time. 2 offers are being deliberate to deliberately make out that I'm not offered. I reject the offer. It's impossible. As I said before, there's reasons behind it, the grounds. So when it goes back, and it will go back to DWP, the area office in Northampton, I already got the emails and dates on what I tried to do, and by the way, this social worker individual could have easily used the email too. Yeah? She ain't bothered. It's always a call, and why she not put it on our speaker, on her phone? Yeah? To hide what she's saying. I could hear what she's saying, but the other side, she makes it clear I can't hear. But this time, the last time I did hear, and I got, and the music weren't too loud this time in this public cafe. It's the reason why she's never offered any home visits since May, all this time, because of the way I'm lived like and left to live unsafe. Because they know the cutbacks all year in my area of adult health social care means I'll have to go into a place of safety. And that means whether there's a bed in these care placements, whether it is, anyway. And then what? Where's my family? They ain't about. They've got to them to stop them up, and they deliberately screwing me up, messing me about. They don't want to know. And then I have my mum die on me. So what the hell am I meant to do with all this on top? Do you know what I mean? There's no compassion. And then I end up in bloody hospital with either 5 accidents. I don't get bloody home visit while these blinking certain individuals are being trying to sort out. All these referrals on top. No wonder I'm bloody ill. And nobody gets their arse out and bloody sort things out because I find out it's all digitally now referral system. Nothing can replace a human individual using a computer, put it on their database that I need this, that and the other requirements. It's already set out on their system. They're ignoring it. It's unlawful. It's a breach. Everyone's in a position to me. Human rights. Right to family life, right to private life, Article 8, Human Rights Act 1998 as well, Equality Duty, Equality Act 2010, Section 21, 22. That goes for every damn thing in my life. And that's just areas of victimisation, discrimination. It's constant in every bloody angle of my life. They just want to shut me up, lock me away. Require the key for vulnerable disabled people. The high complex needs because cost to the state in UK. That's what they're doing. When you investigate it all. If I could do this, that and the other, do you think I'll still be in this shite hole? No. I'll be playing or something by now and trying to find earn my own living and try to bloody well go somewhere away from it all and have a new life. You try and do something that's trying to kill you. Then all these others shut up into your life. And then you get disowned by your Mormon family, don't give a shit about you. Yeah? Because I'm not part of their bloody control mechanism. Whatever they want to do is their business, but I'm the only one like this. I didn't get asked to get ill. Or get asked given over and all this shit happened to me. It's happened, yeah? So I'm dealing with it, trying to. And then all this shit on top. The evidence of fact is first-hand knowledge of my truth of facts for every party is made first-hand knowledge, and full rebuttal of presumptions being made by this idiot, nasty, inconsiderate piece of work of their management. It's the directors, it's not just the individual themselves, not after that, not about that. It's absolutely paramount. I haven't got all these hours. I haven't got it in my physical app anymore. And no, most probably that so-called connection I've got, right? He still might stitch me up, right? You can easily do that. But at least I've tried, and that's all I'm going to do. I've been given something to take and to help me relax by a third party. I know I ain't going to say you either. And I'm going to be doing that later. And that's going to knock me out. And that's going to be just a natural herb. And I haven't touched anything like that for years. And I'm damn well going to make sure that I'm switched off from it all tomorrow. I don't care what they do. There's no way I'll be going nowhere tomorrow. I have no fixed date. And that email's covered my back. If they don't see that. And that female, puppet servant, she emails at 8 o'clock on a Friday evening, covering her back, trying to say, you have to go. No, I don't. There's a risk, yes. Of course it is for everybody. You go on social media, it's always the same with these people. Oh, this, that and the other. They have friends in the Sobley. They have family in the Sobley. Right? I don't. My private life friends here are struggling like hell to cope with what they're doing for so long. That will end up with the door kicked in, police had to bash it in, and the blinking ambulance crew to rush me into hospital. I'd have suspected heart attack, right? The idiots in the NHS side hospital didn't bloody give a shite and didn't put the factual evidence I found, or my mates found, screwed up piece of CCG. What do you call it? The heart test thing they do on you before you take the ambulance. My heart was all over the bloody place that day. I've got the evidence still. I had a bloody heart attack. They didn't tell me because of my post-traumatic stress, dissociation disorder, major depression, all these other labels, personality, something, because the arsehole dickhead. Excuse me, it's hard to talk. Okay, all these triggers. All the time. Nightmares. Flashbacks. I'm on medication. Coming up my effing ears. And I'll put up. The pain don't go away. I pray to God every blessed day that my life could get better. All the time. I do meditation. I try. Just want me dead. They want me fucking dead. I'm not scared of death. But they're pushing my buttons. And they're doing it such a way so I do something stupid. I dismiss myself so I don't have any recourse on them. But I'm not going to. That's how they're doing it. I've got so much evidence in black and white what they've been doing for so long and why. And I can't explain it all, as it doesn't come across right, and I'd like to make it clear. And so, you can't help what happens in life. And I can't help with all this shite. This shite's going to go on anyway. But the herb, the small thing, the herb will help me relax. I can't have a shower. I'm not being able to have one of my medical equipment for over a year. They don't give a shite. They expect you to crumble in a heap, you see. They expect you to give up. They expect you to, disappear and to vanish. The cleansing of disabled, vulnerable people in UK. I'm not disappearing. I need a rest. I can't cope with no more. I'll take it one thing at a time. My friends are here to help, and they'll don't even watching over me, keep me safe. And I'll keep myself safe best I can with music and chill out. I ain't gonna be told what to do. Yes, it's a risk that I lose, but it's evidence why. It's all in black and white. I can't believe how long this email had to be done, how long it took. All my glands are swollen. All my dental health is really bad. I've had 2 pretty days in bed. It's not a life I want, and there's worse people off the night. And I appreciate hearing the birds sing earlier outside, even though I can't see them. I have to keep myself calm, and if I get upset and stressed again, it sets off another symptom of heart attack and I end up in hospital again. The system wants that. So I won't be able to get home, and I don't, at the end of the day, I don't care on this physical life on earth anymore. I don't care in the sense of their system where they want me in their control care homes or whatever they call them these days. I know the abuse still go on because they don't pay the staff enough. They paid a decent wage for the decent human individuals are out there. They will care more. If the corruption stopped, they would bloody care more. People would care more, not keep blaming disabled people for things. Not everyone's like this, by the way, but the ones I'm coming across are. My experiences in hospital, they would get things right and done right properly this time. Instead of chatting around and not helping disabled people who can't walk on the trolleys and stuff, and they would get things done right and discharge and stuff. They don't do things right. And my family gave a shite. They would make sure that I'm okay to come round and see, my God, can we get you somewhere? Pay for me a specialist hotel perhaps, let's have a nice hot shower or something for one night. No, they don't care. You see, when I come from this shite, bloody, not everyone in Mormons are like this, it's my own family. I know it's behind it's my older brother. I thought the death of my mum would bring everyone closer, and it's no, it's deliberate. They're close to each other, yeah. They got to my bloody daughter-in-law, my bloody son, and my elder daughter, my grandkids. They've done this psychologically, you see. So it makes me more vulnerable. I have to think about me. And we all doing it our own little way. My video today is about my first real prank video of my hell I live all the time. I can't get out of it. I'm trying. It's so cold. I have the heating on, but the way I'm left to live like by this housing company employees is designed to be so evil and cruel, and everyone around you are able-bodied. I don't do it to them, it's just me. My face don't fit, you see. I'm too much. I just can't explain it the way they're doing it because it's too distressing. I've had repeated crimes in my life, violence. I've been so balanced and so calm and so stable for years. And it triggered everything off. And hearing the news of my mum dying. And for months, well, weeks mainly it's been. In July, I thought I should carry on, you know. There's things in my past which she's done. And I've been trying to work on me by praying and forgive her for the transgressions against me as a kid and all my life. And it's okay. So bad. All these medical people used to go, don't know half of it, which she did. I have to turn everything off now. My devices, everything. I put some music on, chill out now. And everything tomorrow. My suitcase is packed and I'm going. I'm not going to go anymore. With this shite. I got a backup plan where you can make public. They could have this place. Everything will go into bloody your tip. And I'll just have one suitcase. And start. And I'll be homeless in a wheelchair. And let them do. Let them see them. Let them see mainstream media, see how it's like for disabled people. The hell they go through this. The crisis this is causing. I can't ring up nobody because they don't answer their phone. The crisis lines don't do nothing, it's just talking shop. I can't cope with people laughing their effing face off above my head when they don't know when people go for help, you know. Nobody gives the monkeys around here anyway, you know. And my own private life friends, they said, right, you're coming with us. Even if it's just for a week. They've clubbed together. They found somewhere just for a week. I'll be safe in their hands. I've known them and trust them with my life. And it depends what can be resolved. It depends if I'm going to get back in. But I won't be doing nothing to myself and they won't be to me. The email's gone off. And I will be in contact with my friend, my religious friend, to let him know who I am. And that's it. That's it. You see, it doesn't matter where you go, you'll be tracked or your mobile phones or whatever device they use anyway. But even if it's just a couple of nights, 3 days for my birthday, I need that peace in my mind and to get my thought pattern right. My parents work in private healthcare, you see, and they source medical equipment to help me. And we've been building up this plan for my birthday for a long time, privately. So this is the start of my channel and my life as it's going to be. I will get through this hard times eventually. It's just mapping my journey. The frequencies, everything that's going on around. So many subjects I've learned, you see, before I got ill. I had a different life. I suppose we all do, don't we? I always had a career when I was young, worked and stuff. Raise kids and do what you can, you know. And then you get run over. And the injuries sustained creates these onsets of brain damage and hearts and strokes and symptoms like that. And you get bloody rubber stamp bloody social work and their system don't give a shite about all that. And you have to keep, they don't bloody do their job, what they're meant to do. And it's not just here, it's everywhere in the United Kingdom. And when I compare that, people are lucky they've got friends and family to help them out. My personal life friends trying to do the bare minimum, that's all they can do. And I've been saying this for ages. I need my choice at outcomes and care, health, social care and housing combined. And they're dragging their feet I've tried to engage. So let them do their effing bloody big brother safeguarding again, where I am not at risk to me and nobody to me at all. It's them that's doing it to me. That's what I said. They want me dead. What, by the medications more and create more labels I don't have? If they really wanted to help me, they would have done this months ago. They wouldn't have left me without social work for months. Or correction, let me say 2 months during the summer holidays just gone. Or our care advocate as well, and then her mouth and her manager all let's put holding adult assessment care act 2014 statute law. I didn't say that or agree to it on Thursday, just gone. I'm not going to engage in the way they're still doing things now. My terms have been set out honourably and lawfully without dishonour, and it is up to them. Their corporations, their companies, selling off our data at the expense of who? Who really is profiting out of all our misery? And our alarms, our harm we go through psychologically, physically, mentally, and affects our everyday life. There isn't anywhere to move, nowhere else. I tried all these assessments and stuff years ago, and all these years on, I hoped and pray that things could be better. It's getting worse in everywhere for others as well, not just I. So I document this channel as a basic thing. I've got boxes behind me, right, and ready to move. Could put everything in storage if it ever come to it, right? And I offered every remedy I could think of last year before I got so worse in my health. I could sue the arse of the CEO of this housing company, this Home Group Limited, Newcastle head office CEO Mark Henderson. It's nothing against the man, he's just doing his job as a CEO. He doesn't know what's going on this ground level because he don't get involved in the housing operations side. The director, Rosemary D. whatever, can't remember full information, one of the big directors at housing operations, she knows fully. This area, in my area, East UK, is deliberately the key. They don't have get housing office anymore. It's all online. There's 2 men behind blocking everything, guy called David and guy called Stephen. Every documentation and evidence. Everything. I conditionally sent under duress. And I did not consent on the 1st of June. All my life medical evidence, my medical notes basically, going to a social worker, a corporation. That was then a void. Have they bothered to correct the data processing, breach my data? No. So what's the point? I exist in the present. I'm here, I'm now, talking to the computer. Bloody damaged phone as it is anyway. I have not, and I didn't go out, and I don't cope going out. Any of their arseholes can get off their bloody computers and see we people are real and genuine. And I've known people around here for years that cheat the system for years. And they're now sitting pretty, thank you, on the back of the public purse. And we're genuine people like I get shafted left, right, and centre. Unlawfully, by the way. I have first-hand knowledge of every damn bloody thing. I'm not here to man. I'm not here to cause any other man or woman harm, alarm, stress. It's not my intention. It's just to document the evidence of my physical life the rest of the time I might have left on this earth. Spiritually, I know in my spirit, mind, body and soul, that my spirit essence will be in a better place one day. I know that. Knowing the death of my mum's taught me that. And a lot more. So I worked on me and still am forgiving her. It's hard work to forgive so many that have transgressed against me. It is. So it does affect my mental health. But not to a point. I know my levels, I know my triggers. And so do all the state system employees. And that's what I mean when they do it, to trigger me, to create negative reaction. They wanted me to do something to me. Well, it's not going to happen. No. They will create the labels, and I will always be honourable and engage with those in the correct way and in my pace and in my time with the correct support I need in my life and move on. Eventually, that's what I've always said for these months now. Emails, letters and meetings, everything's documented. When you get abused in your own home and you get chopped up a hoist and bones in your body, verbally abused, mentally abused by state-paid carers, and nobody gets held accountable because the two females against you, and nobody still will be held accountable. What the hell do you do? I had to find somebody, and through her and her other friend found these people that now are helping me. It's not ideal because they work and their shifts and stuff they do, and they fell under investigation themselves last year by one male when I couldn't talk like this. I didn't know the dental infection got hold of me that bad in March last year. I do know what it's all about now. I've got the diagnosis and pills and stuff. I didn't know at the time the water floor, the black, the mould in there was affecting into my health, my lungs and my own. And so somebody did adult safeguarding on me, didn't they? And I soon was able to put it all because I've studied law, self-taught in subjects I can't do anymore. And 9 different public funded companies had to do all that. I ain't doing it no more. And my sister recently was set up and used by this bloody state system to do another one, you see. And none of these bloody individuals locally did anything to it but all bloody well say sorry to me. That's broke my trust in them, you see. And now the only family member I thought I could speak to is gone now. So, gotta go. Gotta make sure I'll get this smoothie in me because I can't eat normal foods anymore. So, I've got the DWP, I've got the evidence. After my birthday, I'll be with my friends out during the documents, evidence of fact, because it will go to a tribunal and they will try and say I need to claim all over again. And that means I'm surviving or nothing. And I can't just get to a food bank. In my wheelchair is not accessible. And I can't get out and about like they claim this and the other people can. It's effed up, this system, and it's designed that way, and it's not going to get better. It's up to all you men and women, the public, with the good and the hearts, to try and help wherever you live in your own communities, or help share the knowledge and educate ourselves. One little thing at a time, not the way where they push on. Just remember, their system doesn't fit into our lives. We can only go at our own pace, and you only know what that is for your own situation, like me. I wish you all the best. God bless. Please keep safe. Please be aware. That's it. That's all I can say. I will not be doing anything to myself. I will be safe. My friends will make sure of that, and I too. Those are out there that you're bloody well doing what you're doing. I would take stock before you go into your job tomorrow, or whenever you make decisions on behalf of your corporations you work for, public or private funded in UK. How are you affecting many thousands of trillions of people like me every bloody minute of the bloody day? Shame on you.